Muscle TV, proudly brought to you by Maxines, for the body you want, and Max's, because life's too short to be small.
There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another huge week of Muscle TV. You're in for a treat, folks, as tonight, Muscle TV regular and strength and conditioning guru Dirk Lamb's back with another awesome routine that's designed for boxers, but perfect for anyone looking to get in great shape. And AFL Hall of Famer Anthony Koutoufides drops by for a chat and help us run you through an upper body routine that'll be a must-watch for any footballer wanting to take their game to the next level. All this and more, folks, but first up, we're back in the gym with Max's Queensland sales manager, Adam McKee, who's going to take us through another awesome giant set. This time, it's buys and tries. Take it away, mate.
So the workout we're going to do today is buys and tries. This type of training is giant sets. So we're going to do 6 exercises for buys and then 6 exercises for triceps. We're going to go through absolutely no rest between each exercise, and again, high volume to try and get as much blood as we can into that muscle and get just awesome pumps. So the weight range is going to be quite low. You're not going to be able to push around a lot of heavy weight with this. There's just too much volume and you'll fatigue far too early and you won't be able to get through all the exercises. So we're going to do 3 rotations of all the exercises in one, and the rep range is going to be that 10 to 12 mark. This kind of training I like to throw in once a month just to really shock my muscles and keep them on edge. They're not getting too used to the way I'm training. The very first exercise is going to be seated dumbbell curl. We'll be doing both arms at the same time, not alternating, just so we can just exhaust the arms at the exact same amount of time. So again, you want to make sure you keep the weight nice and light so you can actually focus on the contraction. You don't want to be swinging your arms wildly and activating the shoulders. Just keep your arms dead by your side and just lift the weight up nice and slow and really give it a good squeeze at the top of the motion. So moving on to the hammer curl, it's literally, we don't need to change the seating position or anything like that. We just literally change our grip into the hammer grip, and then we'll again slowly lift up the dumbbell and both arms at the same time and just focus on the contraction. So there is 0 rest time between sets. We go straight from one exercise straight into the next exercise as fast as you possibly can. Straight after the hammer is easy bar curls. Again, I'm going to go slightly wider than shoulder width just to activate a different part of the bicep, and really again nice and light and focus on the contraction and slowly squeeze it up. I choose easy bar just because I find it a little bit easier on my wrist, and it's a little bit easier to come by in most gyms than a big straight bar. Then we're going to switch over to the reverse grip, which is going to activate a different part of the bicep and a bit more of the forearm. A lot of people forget about that when they're training arms, so we've got to make sure we activate that as well. So if you're finding that you are struggling a little bit, by all means drop the weight. You don't have to stick it out with the same weight. Just really try and get that minimum amount of reps out. There is no maximum amount, but just try and get at least that minimum amount. If you feel you need to drop the weight, then by all means do it. Keep the form perfect. So reverse curl straight into a machine curl. We're going to do ones what I like to do called over the head curls. You'll step over to like a lat pull down machine and you're going to just reach up and you're going to actually, rather than pull the bar down and activate the lats, you're actually going to bend your elbows and squeeze it like a bicep curl. So by this time we're getting pretty smoked, and this is just the first round. Again, make sure everything's nice and light, keep it the same weight, leave your ego behind. And the last one is just a rope hammer curl. Again, just going to be working on your forearm, your bicep, and just keeping that constant tension which you get with the cable. It's a nice way to finish off the exercises and just really make sure you've got nothing left. Today we're going to do all the biceps at the same time and all 3 rotations before we move on to the triceps. So once you've done the 3 rounds of biceps, then we move on to the triceps. Take as much time as you need. I wouldn't suggest any more than, say, 3 to 5 minutes. Just enough time to get some good air in, get a drink in, and make sure you can keep going. So we're going to start with the standard straight bar tricep pushdown. You can see a lot of people doing with their tricep pushdowns, they start to swing wildly and they start to activate the shoulder a lot more and even activate the lats because they're swinging it so wildly. I like to stand nice and close to the equipment and just keep the elbows nice and tucked in tight to the body and just push down, just a straight push down. Moving on to reverse grip pushdowns. So again, same body position, same piece of equipment. We're just going to switch our hands around and change the grip. Again, you're going to feel it in different parts of your tricep and it's going to hurt. Straight after that, we're going to move into dumbbell extensions to the chest. Start out on a flat bench, lie nice and flat, and you just start with the dumbbells to your chest and you're just extending the elbows. With this exercise, you definitely want to start really, really light. It's going to feel weird, it's not going to feel normal, and you're going to fatigue very, very quickly. It's an old powerlifters move, actually, that powerlifters do to increase their tricep strength for their bench press. A little bit different, not many people have seen it. It's a really great exercise for the tricep. So next exercise will be bench dips. Again, old school bodyweight bench dips. A lot of people don't do them anymore. They think you need to load up the machine with weight to get the same kind of exercise or same kind of fatigue. But trust me, your body weight's enough sometimes. So when I do it, I prefer to have my butt as close to the bench as possible, just so I keep my back as fairly straight and my elbows at a nice angle that's comfortable, and it's just straight up and down. So moving on to the fifth exercise, which is a cable kickback. It's just a standard kickback. A lot of people do them with dumbbells. I like to do them with cables because I find they get constant tension the whole time, and you can definitely feel it working parts of the tricep that you're just not used to using. So I personally prefer to actually have nothing on the cable, no handles or anything like that, and just hang on to the cable itself. I find that I can get just a nice activation of the tricep. Some people prefer to use the handle, whatever feels more comfortable for you. So we're going to finish off with what we call diamond push-ups. It's a push-up when you put your hands nice and close together and you're going to just activate more tricep than chest. You're still going to use a little bit of chest, but it's going to be mostly tricep. It is going to be tough. Aim for your 10 to 12. You're probably going to fail earlier than that. I normally do. By the time you get to this exercise, you're going to be really and truly smoked. You're going to have nothing left in the tank. So again, do it safely. If you feel you need to put your knees down, by all means do it. We're going to do 3 rotations today. 3 works really well for me. Some people prefer 4, but I wouldn't do any less than 2.
All right, arms are completely smoked and I dare you guys to give it a go. So see you next time.